Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So if you're new here, my name is Jackie. I love to do makeup tutorials, fashion inspo, home decor, things like that. If that's something that you'd be interested in, I would love for you to hit that subscribe button, join the family. Everybody else, thank you so much for coming back. So this video is going to be a little bit different. I was tagged by Nezzy here on YouTube, her channel, Nezzy Signor. I hope I'm saying that right. She tagged me on this video, a get to know me. So she already had questions that she got from a Miss Carla. So I'm going to read the questions and then we're going to start. So the first question was, what was your favorite color as a child and as an adult? So as a child, I feel like I wore a lot of, like in my teens, I feel like I wore a lot of black, white, gray, nude, stuff like that. I did love cobalt blue. I've always loved cobalt blue. You know, I love bright colors, but it wasn't something that I was like, oh, I'm gonna buy that, because I always felt like, you know, as a teen, your wardrobe isn't as big as an adult. So I was like, if I buy that yellow shirt and then I wear it again Thursday, they're gonna know it's the same shirt. Like, that's how my mind was. So black was something that I was like, you know, I can wear it with this, I can wear it with that. And so I had a lot of black clothing. As an adult, I feel like I still love black, but I love color. Now I feel like I'm at a point where my wardrobe is huge and all of my clothing have like wild, bold, neon colors. Like, it's just something that I gravitate to. Even with my makeup, like as you know, a teen, a lot of it was just black eyeliner, red lipstick, like that chola look. And as an adult, I do a lot of color. I do a lot of, you know, crazy looks. So black as a child and any kind of color now as an adult. I would say more towards the yellow and blue as an adult, but every color I love. So the next question is, where would you like to travel to? So, you know, I've never been someone that was like, I want to go to Paris and I want to go to, you know, these fancy places. I've always wanted to go to Cuba. I always found Cuba to be like, when I watched like the cartels and all of that, and all these places just seems so similar to Puerto Rico. Like, even when I hear them talk, some of the words, you know, some of their like people like to say your accent, I find to be very similar. I would love to go to Cuba. I would love to go to places like, you know, growing up, we watched a lot of karate movies, and those places with the white trees and the, you know, cherry blossoms, they always look so nice. And as an adult, I always tell my husband, because I feel like Shein clothing and a lot of the stuff is from China. So I'm always like, we have to go to China so I can visit my Chinaman and go see what kind of stuff he's got, you know, coming out for the next season. But I want to go to Cuba. That's one of the places I want to go. Like, I've been to Miami, I've been to Florida, Puerto Rico, we've traveled, you know, down south, we've gone, you know, a bunch of places, but I feel like Cuba is somewhere I want to go. Are you married? Yes, I've been with my husband for now 25 years. I've been with him since I was 19. And the next question is, do you have a kid? Well, do you have children? I have one child. I am a twin and my brother is a twin. And when we started talking about kids, I was like, we're going to have 2 and be done. I don't want to be pregnant. I don't want to, you know, I don't want to do none of that. So we're going to have 2 and that's it. Bam, bam. But when I had my son, it was 1. And I remember telling the nurse, keep looking. And she was like, just 1. It's just 1. So I know a lot of people say that twins skip a generation, so he might have twins. But my thought was always 1 pregnancy, 2 kids. And when only 1 came out, because I had a C-section and it wasn't like the best recovery, I was like, I'm done. So 1 child. What is the next question? Why did you create your YouTube channel? So this is a funny question because I didn't really know about YouTube until my son, when he was about 8, maybe 9, he started talking about he wanted to do YouTube videos. And I was like, YouTube videos? I always thought that was like, I don't know. I don't even know what I thought it was. So my husband set up his channel, and he would do like he would take his like Mario and Luigi stuffed animals, and he would do like little video. And he's got so many videos from when he was about, I want to say he was 8 to like he was maybe 12 or 13. And then he stopped. And in that time, we were always on there, you know, going through the comments, because even though he was a kid and it was a kiddie channel, there were some adults that were so rude, so mean, like really like, are you serious? This is a child and you putting these stupid comments? Like, come on. So I started going through the channel. You know, we would go through the emails and, you know, the comments, you know, delete some, you know, block people and do all of that. And then he could go and see how many views he got. And I remember him saying, I got 1 million views, and I got this, and I got, and we were always like, wow, wow. So, you know, throughout those years, I started looking at makeup videos, and I was like, makeup. And I remember the first person I stumbled upon was Nicole Guerrero and SMLXO and Rosita Applebum. And I remember, you know, they were doing these makeup looks and doing these hauls, and I was always into makeup and, you know, fashion, jewelry. I always had like big statement jewelries and stuff. And I remember saying I could do this, but I didn't have like this huge beauty room. You know, I was in the Bronx. I had an apartment, 2 bedrooms. And I remember setting up the iPad in my living room and saying, it's so dark, like the image looks so dark, and because it was through the iPad, it looks so like, and I was like, oh, I don't know. So then I went to the kitchen and I did it, and the lighting was better, but I was like, I don't want to be filming in the kitchen. This isn't like a kitchen cooking video stuff. So I just threw it, you know, in the back of my mind. I would always, you know, every time I would see a video, I was like, I want to start a video, you know. But you know, back then they were filming in their rooms, and it was like a teenager's room. I was already married. I already had like, you know, my husband's stuff and my stuff. So it wasn't like, you know, such a beautiful bedroom, because it was like man and women stuff, like men's cologne and then my stuff. And it was just like, you know, and I didn't want to be moving his stuff just so I could have like a nice, you know, background. So I was like, no. So then when we moved here, because now we live in Connecticut, when we bought our house, we had a spare bedroom, which is this one. And I remember telling my husband, for the first year, if no one stays over, I'm going to take the room. So then I had this back piece on the corner with like my makeups, but I still had a guest bed. And then I just put like pretty little pillows, you know, with lipsticks and stuff like that. And so I just started bringing in stuff little by little, like pictures and stuff. And then I said, you know what, I'm gonna start filming. And I remember my first video, I must have filmed it like 15 times, because it was like, so, and then what I like, that's what the whole video. So I like to, you know, I like this kind of brushes like this, that they're like flat. This is the, like a kabuki. So it was just like, girl. So then I said, you know what, I'm not doing a makeup video, my first video. I'm gonna do like a little haul of makeup that I bought. And that's how I started. Then I was doing like hauls of all these jewelries that I started getting at AliExpress. Because when I found AliExpress, I was like, and I would do these big hauls with like the jewelry and stuff. And then I had got like this back thing that I would film, like what do you call that, those screen things. And so then I would do makeup videos, you know, and it was always makeup. Like my thing was makeup. But, you know, here and there I would show like jewelry that I picked up, and, you know, I bought this and I bought that. And then I got more comfortable and I started doing a little more. But how I this answer is like way too long, but my son is who got me into YouTube, because he was always like, I want to do YouTube. And I didn't realize all the other stuff YouTube have until they started popping up. And I was like, what is this? So when you clicked on one makeup look, all the other stuff came out. And it was just like, oh my God, a world that I never knew existed. And I was like, I want to do that. Now, I feel like YouTube is changing, where it's not so much about the makeup look. Not really many people, even in real life at work, like no one wears makeup except me. So when I come in all dolled up and all done, I kind of feel like I'm in like the wrong place. So, I would love for this to be like my main job. And I don't, a lot of people are like, oh my God, you should do makeup. You should go work for MAC. You should do, but I don't know. Like, I like to do my makeup. I like to do the makeup on me. When I have to be in you and and I'm like, leave your eyes, and I couldn't do that. Like, I couldn't do it on other people. I've done my sisters, I've done a few friends and stuff, but I kind of like it just doing it to me. So, but now I feel like I want to switch into fashion. So, but anyways, YouTube I started because of my son. What's the next question? That was long. Tell me the most inspiring thing that has inspired me, or that someone has said to me. Let's see. So I don't really have like something that has inspired me like that, but I do know that a lot of the times, I'll be scrolling through Instagram and someone will tag me on a look that they recreated that I did. And, YouTube is something that can really break you down, because you put so much effort and so much into doing looks and doing all this stuff, and you don't really see that the views are there like you do with hauls, And when you see something like that, you're like, damn, I was ready to say, I'm not doing no more damn makeup. I'm not doing this no more. And then someone pops up and they're like, oh my God, I loved it and I recreated it. Or, I don't really wear makeup and I saw one of your videos and I started doing it and this is the look. And it'll be like they started with a little bit of glitter and their liner and stuff. And you're like, I remember when I started and I was like, So for me to inspire someone inspires me, like to keep going, to do better, to keep, just motivates me. So a lot of the times you have people say how, I stopped doing YouTube because the people are like, girl, that is an ugly look. That does not look right. You're not supposed to use that kind of brush. And I had one or two like that throughout my channel. But I feel like for the majority, I do have a great group of subscribers, friends, people that follow me that are always like, yes, I love that look and this and that. So that inspires me. I think there was another part to that. An inspirational song that I love. So I don't really have an inspirational song. There's a lot of songs like, I have a lot of friends on Instagram, like they'll post on their timeline stuff and then they'll put quotes and then you hear their music and stuff. And I like to hear them, but it's not something that like I have a specific singer that, I'll play their songs over and over. I don't have that. Favorite road trip. So we've been on, I think, one road trip. Most of our travel is on a plane, but we took a road trip to Cooperstown to see, I think it was the Baseball Hall of Fame or their museum or something like that. And we had just moved here from the city. So to see so much land and trees and grass and the beautiful colors of the trees and lakes and things like that. You don't really see that. You don't really get to enjoy stuff like that when you live in the city, you know. So it was so nice just to see all of that. And yeah, you go on vacation and you see stuff like that, but when you're living in a place and you're like, wow, look at these cows and look at these horses and look at this and look at the land, it looks so beautiful. And then, you know, you're going up a hill and you go down that hill and then you can see like all the mountains and stuff. I thought that was really nice. I thought being in a different place like that and seeing stuff and just, you know, you're in the car, you're hearing music, you're looking at stuff, and you just have conversations because you're not just on your phone. And, you know, you're like really trying to take in the scenery. I think that was my favorite road trip. This next one that we're going to, which will be in like the next 2 or 3 days, we're going to be leaving. I'm hoping is as nice. But you know, you watch scary movies and then you're like, we're going to stop for gas and there's going to be some chainsaw guy and you're just like, you know, so that's just how my brain works. But I'm hoping that the next one is even more fun because we haven't really gone like on road trips. Like a lot of our stuff is on a plane. So I'm hoping it's nice. I'm hoping that it's not like crazy living out of a suitcase on the road like that. So we'll see. The biggest way I changed as a child, and in what ways are you the same? So I feel like as a child, you know, you grow up in the city, you're more like always on the defense, always, you know, with your friends, everybody's cool, you know, you're joking, you're laughing and stuff, but you know, I feel like you always feel like you're like on the defense about something, and that could just be because you're in the city. But you know, they're always telling you as a kid growing up, you know, be aware of your surroundings, pay attention to what's going on. So you're always like, you know, I feel like as a child I was always like on the defense that, you know, somebody's gonna try to kidnap me or something. With my friends, I grew up in a neighborhood where it was a lot of Puerto Ricans, Dominicans, blacks, Mexicans, not really like whites and Portuguese or Brazilians and stuff like that. And when I was in school, I was in the bilingual department because my first language is Spanish. And I feel like the group of kids that were in my class, we grew up because of the bilingual department goes straight. You don't go to a new class. It's that department goes up first, second, third. So a lot of the kids in the neighborhood that were in that class that were still friends as an adult, it was always us, you know. And even as we went into junior high and stuff, you're like, these are my friends. When you meet new people, I feel like we were awkward at stuff like that. Like, not really shy about stuff, but more like, you know, who's that? Why are they here? You know, kind of thing. As an adult, I feel like, yeah, I'm always on guard about stuff because, you know, like here, I feel like in Connecticut, people leave their purses in their car. And if they're home, they leave the car unlocked and stuff. And I'm always like, pew, pew. And people at work are like, you're in your house. Yes, no, you don't know. You just never know. So I'd be like, pew, pew, and I lock it up. I take my purse inside my house and stuff. So you're more like, I don't know what's the word I'm looking for, but very protective, you know. As an adult, I feel like I meet new people and I'll conversate and stuff. As a kid, I was always like, So I feel like I'm more, not outgoing, but not so on guard as an adult with new people, but I'm still like always aware of my surroundings. I think that's the only thing that's changed. Other than that, I think I'm the same. I think I look the same since I was a kid. Like my features haven't really changed. But yeah. So that is the last question. Nezzy tagged 2 people. So I'm going to tag 2 people to continue the get to know me tag. And the first person I'm gonna tag is So the first person I'm going to tag is Liz from Liz Fashion Talents. And the second person I'm going to tag is Ashley from Ashley Alvarez. They're both here on YouTube. So I'm going to challenge you guys to do the same kind of video. Get to know me. I hope you guys got to know a little bit more about me. And if you're new and you came from Nezzy's channel, I would love for you to join the family. Hit that subscribe button. Everybody else, I will see you on the road. So bye guys.